Hello there, great person, and welcome back to my Let's Watch The Sandman, which is a DC show, and I was reminded last time by them using Anti-Life. Great thing, absolutely loved it. Can't wait to see how we are gonna proceed with this show, and yeah, let's just get going and have some fun. Here we go. Oh no, is Corinthian there and has entered the shop or whatever, or is it the... Okay, I think it's the weirdo. Okay, it's the weirdo John. I would put that around my neck, by the way. Would be more secure.
How are you doing today?
Don't be a creep, don't be a creep.
I'm feeling better than I have for quite some time, thank you.
You're such a weird...
Shall I tell you the truth?
Oh god, no. No, you... Oh god.
It makes dreams come true.
Why would you show it to her? You're such a madman.
A new world, a more honest one.
Why does he want that? Oh, I understand why he would want that, yeah. Seriously, if there was this creep walking into your coffee, whatever, would you like, what? Or is it just me? I think he's so weird. Oh, she's probably preparing for the guy. Oh, she might be preparing for John. I hope she's not preparing for John.
No, that's here.
Yeah, okay. I was for a moment thinking she would go for John, but she goes for the other weirdo. That's probably gonna be a terrible person now.
How are you, Marsh? You good?
Yeah.
Is Marge good or evil? I think everyone is evil currently. Oh god, this coffee is making me so anxious. Cafe. It's a cafe, isn't it? Yeah, this cafe is making me anxious. Who's gonna try and steal the ruby and's gonna get horribly mauled by something? Oh, this is making me so anxious. I don't know why. It's just a diner. It's a diner, not the cafe. Yeah.
Judy's so pretty, she could have any man in town.
Yeah, but she obviously doesn't want a man. What?
Afraid to be happy, you know?
We're running low on mushrooms.
Yeah, I don't think he likes you, Bet. Happens, I guess. Or is the ruby doing this? Oh god, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't wear them very often.
Oh, you should. It looks good on you.
Why is she flirting with him now? It's... Oh no, is he doing that with the ruby? Is he making everything effed up so they will all like hit each other in a moment?
I'm Mark, by the way.
And I'm gay, so...
What? Why are you rude AF? What the frick?
That's just sad. She said them. She thinks she has this sense about people.
How'd you get this
Why are you
sense
being such a bitch? Jesus Christ, I don't like her.
Congratulations.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you so much.
What is he gonna do
I
now?
think it's sweet.
Why is she's so...
People.
She just tried to set us up.
No, she didn't. No, she did... What? What's her problem?
Look at that burger.
Oh, you've been so disciplined. We don't want to ruin your macros.
But it's our anniversary.
This is the most weird thing I've ever seen in my life.
Don't say that or I'll get the double decker.
What? This is so psychopathic. Is he just seeing this? Am I seeing this through his eyes and everything is weird and terrible?
Oh, God.
See?
Oh my god. This is so tense. Oh god.
I have the salad.
I admire your
That was the most intense ordering I've ever seen. I have the feeling that this is gonna blow up every second and nothing happens. Oh god. Am I getting mad? Am I seeing this or what? Oh god.
And you're not really a waitress, are you, Bet?
I'm gonna creep. Do the creep.
It's
fiction, I guess, because all my stories have happy endings.
This one won't. I'm gonna murder everyone.
The trouble with stories is if you keep them going long enough, they all end in death.
Wow, that's actually quite deep. Oh, I love that. I have to think about that.
May I ask, you don't really think I'm handsome, do you?
Oh God.
No, of course I don't.
Oh, he's gonna be so mad.
Why did you lie?
Oh no. Oh no, he's so weird.
Well, it starts with us, bet you and I were going to change the world.
He's so gone. I mean, I get why he wants it, but it's gonna be so horrible. Oh my God. Yeah, eerie music. Of course it's eerie music. It's eerie stuff. Did he just like wish that she could never lie again or whatever, or dream that? That would be so nasty. Would everything would go to shit now.
What would other people think?
Yes, because I'm not the boss. I have no authority or credibility when you do shit like that, which you do all the fucking time.
Yeah, he's gonna ruin their marriage.
Decker.
Why? What?
Please, just eat what I want for once, please.
Oh God, I knew this was gonna blow to smithereens. Because now he's making the coffee honest. The diner. Yeah, he's... Oh God. Whoa, this is so weird.
I don't think my texts are going through. Can I text you to see?
They're going through, she just doesn't want to hear from you.
Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, F yourself. I like him though, I don't like her. She can't leave now because, oh my God, he's holding them hostage. It's so bad though, but it's cool, but it's bad. This is so weird. I love it.
I'll get you a menu.
Oh my God, he's holding them hostage. Yep. Kinda guessed something like that.
You all right?
Oh man, this is so bad.
I hope she's alright. No. Hope she's been in a fucking car accident. At least that would explain why she hasn't texted back.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, I kinda guessed she was a person like that.
Everyone here is judging me. You all think I'd be so much happier if I just fucked a dude.
Oh man, insecurities lady. At least that explains why she was so lashing out at the CEO interview guy before. I like that, kinda, that made sense.
That burger made you sick to your stomach, didn't it?
Yeah, you can't leave, mates. He's got you now. I kinda like that.
Anniversary you two.
Hi, Beth.
How are you on your special day?
Oh no, he put them in a freaking time loop. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh man, this is so bad. Why is there a thunderstorm though? Why is there a thunderstorm? It was probably on the TV and I didn't get it.
It's just that apparently they're coming down from the north now instead of...
Is it because of the ruby or is he doing that as well, the thunderstorm?
Now, before you two leave, there's a young man here interviewing at Vanguard today. His name is Mark. Mark, come.
Oh no, everything's gonna be horrible.
Yeah. I should probably get going. I don't want to be late for it.
No, you won't.
Don't go. We can do it here.
Oh God.
Kate?
Beth speaks very highly of you. Please.
How though? She didn't know him. What the frick? He's messing every... Oh no. Oh, this is all so bad. How did they write this? This is genius, but I hate it.
You don't want me back. You're just bored and lonely, and I'm what's around right now.
Oh man, this is so bad.
Then why do you keep coming over?
Because I like to have dinner with you and Bernard.
Okay.
Somebody else to cook for a change.
And I like children. He's probably gonna say that.
In front of the TV. I like to go upstairs to your son's room.
Oh god. I hate this so much.
What?
That's so bad.
Sometimes I let him fuck me.
He's just a kid.
Oh my god, this is so... This is... Okay, at least that.
I didn't know shit when I was his age.
Wow. Oh god, they're in the kitchen. Someone's gonna take a knife. Yeah, and John's probably like, oh, interesting.
Tell me about yourself.
I graduated 3 years ago.
No, I know all that from your CV. Are you married? Do you have kids?
Yeah, she's so trying to... Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, this
looks
is so
good.
freaking bad. This is so bad.
No, you didn't ruin my lunch. Kate did. She's auditioning the new me.
Oh, wow. That's so mean and probably true.
Can I eat it in here?
Sure.
Are they gonna now make love? And I mean, if he loves this, I mean, wouldn't that be a good pairing? Like her husband and Marsh and she and the new guy, wouldn't that be like okay-ish? I don't know. I'm confused, you see?
He used to be really attractive.
Oh god, why?
It's fine. Because he's not very good at it.
This is so terrible. Oh god, this is so terrible.
Sometimes you just need to get your dick sucked. You know?
Yeah, they're gonna do that now, I guess.
I think we broke up last night.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Are they all gonna make love? Yeah, that would be so weird.
Someone positive and fun who'll take care of you.
Someone positive and fun.
Yes, perhaps. Let's all do it here on the tables.
And how beautiful. And
Yep. So they are gonna start, then in the kitchen they're gonna do it, and then on the table they're gonna do it. And John's like, this is interesting, so these are humans. Because he technically, yeah, was not really that human. Was a psychopath that was inhuman, you know? Yep. This, yeah, okay. I mean, it didn't end in murder, it just ended in... Yeah.
Everyone's gone.
Yeah, they're all going... At least they have the... At least they have the courtesy to go into another room, each one of those pairs. Oh god, it's so messed up. Oh, this is so genius. I love it. Wow, what a great genius episode. Yeah. Yeah, you all have your fun now. I set you free. And he technically did a bit. What did he take? Is he gonna burn it down? He said he was an arsonist. Oh, he's just eating ice cream. I thought he was gonna burn down the house. Oh, very good. Yeah, he's just an alone guy now. What a shame.
I hate her.
Yeah. I mean, that's something you should never ever do, so I kinda am glad that Donald left you, so no sympathy from me there.
Think you're man enough for her? Huh?
Easy.
Let's see what you got.
Just chill.
You also effed another guy, what are you doing? Ah, now the murder's gonna come. Okay, great. Okay, one down. I guess 5 to go. No, he did it to everyone.
I think it's him.
Oh no, everyone did it. Yeah, he's ending the world. Jesus Christ, what a revelation.
Put the knives down.
Yeah, he's such a freak. And he...
Which burns away the lies we've told each other.
She burning her book. Why? Why?
And the lies we've told ourselves.
Why? Yeah, okay. Great. I kind of guessed that.
And hate, pleasure, and pain.
Yeah, he's chopping up his hand. I know that, I don't need to see it. Okay, great, I saw it. Why?
Without shame.
Yeah. I knew this would happen. I didn't expect the interlude in the middle, but yeah. Yeah, they are probably all dead now. What an episode. I think it's gonna end soon, but I love it. How is the news lady still newsladying? Isn't everyone mad now? Oh, it's her. What did she do? Did she burn her face away? No, at least not that.
Is this a better world?
Yeah, how? I'm interested in that. He might have a good answer, though it's effed up.
You're still seeing it with your eyes. You need to close them. Embrace the darkness.
Oh, you're one of those? Great. No, don't go to the eyes. Oh yeah, Jesus, why?
I see the future.
Oh, of course. No, you don't, you're dead. Just poked your brain.
You walk the dust.
Oh,
To
man.
dust, to dust.
That's everyone's future. Tell me my future.
Wow, the fates.
You have stolen some of the power of dreams. You will take all of it.
You will
Oh.
crush the Dream Lord's life in your hands.
Oh no. Yeah, there he is. Oh man. So he will kill Dream. But perhaps someone will dream him up again?
So that I can repair the damage you have done.
And he's kind to him though.
This is the truth of mankind.
Yeah, the beginning.
Gary supervising when you venture that look.
It's the beginning.
Lies, John. Dreams.
Right, sweet?
Ah, wow.
Bet. Dreams of creating something that matters to people. Their dreams inspired them.
Yeah, they do.
You take away their hope, then yes.
I love that dreams are hope.
If you would rob a Dream Lord of his power, you shall do so in his realm, in dreams.
A Dream Lord? A Dream Lord. Why did he say a Dream Lord? Can he like switch bodies or whatever? Oh, they're back here. This episode is so mad. So good and so mad. Interesting that Corinthian has gone so long. And all he needed to do was give him the code and stuff. It's so good. Corinthian did almost nothing actively. I love that. And he did all this.
Don't be such a baby, Johnny.
Oh god. All of this is like a horror movie.
Mother?
Johnny, you have to go to sleep.
Oh man, this is so bad.
I never should have had you.
Oh my god, this is so bad. Shit. But is it the truth?
Is this your throne? King of lies?
I love that he calls him King of Lies. It's so good. Oh god, he's so gone.
Your power resides within me.
Yeah, the prophecy of the fates.
You're hurting the dreamers.
Well, it's time they woke up!
I thought he would do more. I thought Dream would do more. Wow, he actually... Oh, did he just crush the ruby? He crushed the ruby. Shit, what does that mean? Oh god, what does that mean? What does that mean? What did he do? Why did he crush the ruby? Because they said crush it in your hands?
I killed him.
No, you probably didn't.
Thank you, John.
Oh! Oh, fuck. Now he is the Dream Lord and the prophecy means he crushes him in his hands. Oh god, no.
But the Dreamstone was not made for mortals. And it came to you through no fault of your own.
That's true. That is really true.
I will not kill you.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Like, his whole life was fucked up by that. Oh, is he sleeping forever? Yeah. I think he's sleeping forever. Yeah.
But tonight at least, humanity will sleep in peace.
Wow. It feels like the series finale. I loved that. I loved the John storyline. It was so good. I can't believe how good it was. Perhaps he will be back, but you know. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm sure you are whoever you are. Oh, you are one of the Ds. But what are you gonna do? He's not back. Yeah, well, that was the episode. So, if you enjoyed this reaction, consider liking, subscribing, and yeah. So, I will now discuss some of my thoughts about this, which was, yeah, I think that it was one of the best episodes of television I've ever seen, because there was a lot of meaningful stuff there, and it was like all through it was very personal. I like that there were these characters introduced, and in the beginning, yeah, fine, I didn't get half of their names and stuff, but then it was that very, very well written roles. You know, they had like 2 or 3 personality threads that were very, very prominent, and that was the important thing in this episode about them. So it was okay to get to know them quickly, and you learned a bit about their interaction. I loved that as well, but the atmosphere in this episode was so beyond magnificent. Like the beginning with the diner. I'm sorry that I called it a cafe. Perhaps that's also a word. I'm sorry, it's not my native language, you know. But that was, I mean, the beginning was like, wow. So he just goes into a cafe or a diner or whatever, and it's all so horribly bad. Like, but nothing happens. It's just people going in, and the way it was shot, and the way the music was, the way he looked at stuff, the way he is, little weirdo. It was so tense and so. This was better than some horror movie, I think. The whole episode in whole. It was like a very, 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 very well written horror episode. Loved that. It was so emotional. Like, all the people slowly started to live life to its fullest, apparently. And I mean, it was revealed kind of in the end that he just took away their dreams. He didn't like make them not lie. Like, he also did do that, but he also did it so because the truth was his dream, so to speak. Not even so to speak, it was his dream. His dream was everyone doing the truth, but so his dream was different from their dream, so he took away their dreams to implant his dream in them. You know what I mean? That was so well done. That idea is so good, and the philosophy battle they had in the end, like, it's like, what is a dream? And wow, whatever. I'm getting ahead. So, and then he starts with Bet, and he just is like, yeah, I'm such a weirdo nice guy, why don't you stop lying? Why don't you stop lying, Bet? Why don't you stop lying? And then she stopped lying, and everyone stopped lying, and they all became completely mad. And it ramped up a bit, like a dialogue. It was like a snake slithering through all the time, like preparing to strike, you know. And then I thought they were all just gonna end each other because they would like want to have their own, like one would want to impose their own self on everyone. But apparently that didn't happen. What first happened was, of course, that they all like fell in love, which is like first, like that's very cool because the desire they had was very strong there. So might be that love was the strongest desire of all of them. I don't know. It was very interesting that all like there are primal, like from a neurological point, or you know, there are like 5 basic emotions, and one of them is like lust and love and care, whatever. And apparently lust won over every other of the primal emotions you have that may make up your dreams. Like anger can make up your dreams, which is corrupt. Perhaps you could say that it is like that, or fear might make up your dreams. Also not so good, you know, but it's like they all chose love. And then the revelation that it happened everywhere, that was badass. I also think that this was like a very very cleverly done thing and shot thing. Like what I really loved is the TV spots that were like going on. I didn't really pay attention to them at first, but then, you know, I paid attention to the pandas that were trying to mate, which was in parallel what they were all doing. Like that was quite, oh, I'm stupid, I'm sorry, I didn't realize it. So in the TV, everything that was happening inside was happening in the world, and you always saw it, but it was very subtle, like the 2 pandas that suddenly fell in love again, like everyone fell in love. So it happened there as well with animals, apparently. So he took the lives of animals. I don't know why, if that makes sense, you know. But at least and then when they like all killed each other, it was like, and yeah, the whole world is just effed currently. And then it came in the news, and it was so well prepared and was so subtle. It was like it started so subtle, everything subtle, and it ramped up so slowly and beautifully and cohesively, and in the end it just hit you over the head. First with the love orgy thing, and then with everyone's gonna stab their eyes out and chop their hands off. So the way I interpreted it a bit was, and this is purely my interpretation, I don't know if this is true, just take it with a grain of salt, whatever. So I think it was like they lived what they wanted. They didn't lie anymore to themselves, so to speak. So they lived John's dream, and through living John's dream, they did this stuff, and John was happy, and John ate like ice cream. I had the impression for a quick moment that he was a bit sad that he was alone in that moment, which also was like, there was also like a nice detail. He was alone, like everyone was doing it with, like everyone was probably doing it with their mate. Oh God, I'm so sorry. They're all doing yeah, I'm childish sometimes anyway. So they were all doing it, and he was alone. His dreams made everyone be happy for that moment, and he was still alone, eating a stupid ice cream, clinging to the ruby, very sad. He was so sad, and he didn't even realize it. Like, he didn't cherish that his dreams were lived. And he perhaps thought, yeah, that's not really what would happen. And he probably thought, yeah, everyone's just gonna kill each other because I have such bad, what do you say, and bad opinion of men and women, like people. Because that's what he was all about. He always thought people were gonna backstab him and stuff, and he was like mistrusting and stuff, and he thought, yeah, they're gonna end each other. All of them are gonna do that. So he realized everyone's gonna fall in love. And he might not have really expected it. And he seemed a bit taken back. Like the ice cream eating, for me at least, it came over as, oh shit, I'm alone. But then when they started doing what he expected, he was like, yeah, I told you so, I'm so cool. I set you all free. And if this is what your freedom will lead to, then you deserve it. But at least it was your freedom, but it was his freedom. It is so interesting that his ideas, he thought, yeah, it was like he took his ideas and placed them above everyone else. I'm glad that Bernard was 21. Just a side note, I hate that stuff if it's not like, you know what I mean. Yeah. The acting was also so good, like the psychos, like they all of them had to act psycho a bit. I liked the story. In the end, I liked the story with Kate, or what was her name, with Donna, that hit Donna. I really liked it. It all fit. It was very like in the beginning. I said in the reaction, I said no one's gonna snap at you like that, but it had a purpose because she was just done. She just hit her like probably fiance or whatever, or friend, I don't know, or like girlfriend. She hit her girlfriend. He was completely gone. She was like snarking everywhere, and yeah, it's like, and she protected herself with her persona of I don't want you. You're a man. That's who I am. A bit. I think perhaps. Like in the way that she could find a reason through that to like attack him, and he was like a little idiot. So I kind of got his point a lot more. Like he was like, okay, I can get this job. Why not being taken care of? That's cool. Like let this weird CEO lady that's apparently really cold and evil. No, she's not evil. I'm not going to use that word here anymore, I think, because this is too complex to call it evil. It's too simple for this. It doesn't give it justice, you know? But yeah, and then they just all went, I don't know, I loved it. And then he went to her, and it was like they just had to switch partners. And then, yeah, and then there was this moment when it was like they woke up a bit. Perhaps they, and I don't know why, because they all like came out of this trance. And it might have been because it was natural, because their hormones were like going away, or it was perhaps because they started resisting because they all were like, there was the moment when they were all like trying to get him with a knife. Obviously it didn't work, we know, and Betty was after that again going to him. So they felt that they were like having a dream parasite inside of them, or not a parasite, a dream virus. So I think they like woke up a bit, and it's exactly that. Like they were in trance, and I love that you say waking up from trance as well. I like that. So yeah, it fits. So they woke up from that trance, and all said, "Oh Jesus Christ, this is horrible." And they both the guys. Then he stabbed him, and yeah, John was a bit of an A-bag. He said, "Yeah, I mean you can't lie anymore." So you obviously wanted to end him. And you can argue that action's way harder than words. And yes, he wanted to kill him. It was still self-defense. He wanted to kill him. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, then they all go and start mutilating each other, like themselves and stuff. That was so weird. Why? Probably because like their mind understood that was not their own. Like their dreams were dead, and they were going mad. Perhaps John's dreams were dead as well, and that's why he went mad with the ruby. Perhaps the ruby also killed or absorbed his dreams. Because it is Dream's power. It was just a storage device for Dream's power. We now know. I think. Perhaps it was more, tell me in the comments, because then I didn't get that part. But yeah. So Dream might have stolen John's dream accidentally. So John then made up this new dream from what happened to him through his dream being stolen. He like created a new corrupt dream, and he implanted that in others. That's what I got from it, you know, and then yeah, and then Fates came and they said, you will crush the Dream Lord in your hand. And I don't know what that... okay, so Dream Lord was probably metaphorical. So the ruby was a part of Dream, and that's why they said, yeah, you crush him in your hand. I was stupid. I would not have done it on John's part. I laughed, but I'm so sorry that I'm getting ahead. I just laughed this so much. I could probably talk about this for hours. It's just so great. But then when Dream came in, and everyone was just like, yeah. I loved that the Fates aspect came back. Like, why did they show up? He probably wished for them to show up, or perhaps they thought, yeah, let's just have some fun here, or we have to do this. I don't know. And yeah, so the Fates show up, and then yeah, then Dream shows up, and he pulls him first into the nightmare, which was horrible. And I don't know if that was like a memory or a dream memory, like this dream memory, or if Dream used that to make him suffer. It seemed to be that he just wanted to give him some nightmare that was plausible a bit. I don't know. I hope that wasn't what happened to John. Like when she wanted to suffocate him so bad. yeah, and then he had the ruby. He used it to dispel the nightmare and go into the Hall of Dreams or whatever it's called. And yeah, it was like a horror movie as well. It was, I think, nearly all of this was like a horror movie to me. A very deeply, interestingly character-driven, character analyzing and showing and exploring horror movie. One of the best I've ever seen, and it's better than most like 2.5 hour horror movies. So absolutely loved it. And yeah, so then Dream comes and he says, "Yeah, I will take your power," and he takes the power into the ruby. And then because he said he heard my fate is crushing the Dream Lord in my hands, and he said, "Okay, and now I can crush you," but they were like fating, because obviously they don't tell them the straight truth. They always probably don't do that. So I don't know. So and then he crushed the ruby, and the plot twist was, of course, I mean, don't have to tell you, you saw it as well, that it was just Dream's power, and it was the figure of speech, and then Dream was back, and he put him back to rest, and put him to sleep, and perhaps eternal sleep. I don't know, because someone in the comments said there's eternal sleep and eternal waking. I don't know. And the Alexander, like his stepbrother, like not like his half brother, the one from the beginning. The one from the beginning, he got put in that as well. So he might, like John might now be eternally sleeping. And I like that Dream was not like, yeah, it's just your fault, because it wasn't. Probably wasn't his fault. He was corrupt from the beginning, like from before he could form a personality that was like social. So it corrupted all his life, and Dream was like, "I'm so sorry, man. I know this happened to you," and he won. And for a moment, I thought, why does Dream not do anything? Why doesn't he fight him and stuff? And that was so stupid of me, because obviously he doesn't need to. He knew, he probably didn't know, but he like had it under control, I felt, in the end. And yeah, then he's now sleeping, and there was quite a nice moment. They hope he found peace. It was, and the somber music was very sad as well. Yeah, then now we are at a world that's effed up, and we have the weirdo say, like, one of the Ds has come. One of the Ds will now be our new villain stuff. Perhaps, I don't know. Yeah, 2 more things. Like, I already said it in the reaction, but I don't know if I had to cut it out. I love that Corinthian, all he did was tell, like, he only appeared like 3 times. Like, he appeared to Burkus, the demon lord guy that Charles Dance played, Burkus. I think he was called Burkus, I'm sorry. So he appeared to him once, told him what to do. Then he appeared to Ethel, didn't achieve anything. And then he appeared to John and like said, "Yeah, just do this and just do what you want, mate." And that's probably all he needed to do to like start his master plan that he's gonna have, perhaps. I hope. Because he doesn't seem like the "I'm gonna hit you" villain. He's the "I'm gonna plan all of this out on Nefioba in the end." Like, all according to Kaikaku. He's that villain, I think. And I love that. Yes, and yeah, what I want to talk about that lastly is the philosophy that Dream had and that John had. Like, John had like, "You're living a world of lies. And I want to set you free from the lies so people are honest to you," because that's what he never was given, honesty. And that's his desire. It was born from the ruby indirectly, because the ruby made everyone like distrust him and want to hurt him and stuff. And so he didn't trust anyone. And that was his character, and it was so brilliantly portrayed by David Thewlis. I think that's his name. I looked it up, I forgot, but I think it's David Thewlis. What a great performance. He got that. Like, he was just someone who wanted people, like, he wanted to trust people, and he couldn't. And he thought, yeah, everyone else probably has the same problem, so I have the dream that I can trust everyone. They can, like, they all say what they really mean, and they don't lie anymore. And then they, and Dream was like, no. Yes, they had lies, and the thing was, most of the lies were probably white lies, and that's the interesting thing. So it was like hidden there, for me at least. That's what I got from it, was like this question, can you tell a white lie? And Dream's argument is, yes, you can, because a white lie is like something like you dream of that, and by that mean by that I mean you imagine it and you make it true for yourself, and because you believe then in this white lie, and because this white lie then spreads kindness, your dream is like you live your dream in a way. You live the dream of a better world that you make into the world, and I love that so much. Was so good. And yeah, but he was also like, there are bad lies, and perhaps you shouldn't do bad lies like that really hurt people. And I know probably most lies in the end hurt people, because that's like a theme that's often seen, like even white lies can lead to terrible things. And to be fair, everyone, he was happy for a moment, and he made them happy, but not for long, because that was unnatural, and they like got their dreams stolen, and with their dreams they couldn't plan their futures, they couldn't see their futures, probably because that's what you dream up as well. Your future is your dream, what you want to do, like what your actions are going to be. All things you are going to do are like a dream you dream up. It's just called consciousness, some of it. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's probably not that, I don't know, I have to think about that. Might be something to think about. And yeah, so that was it. I'm sorry. So I rambled on for enough. Hope anyone's still here. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this again, and consider liking and perhaps subscribing. And yeah, I have to say this is one of my favorite things ever. And we're only at episode 5. It felt like a finale. And the story, it's like these little storylines. Some are a little bit longer, but they're all a bit contained, and all is through dream. And I love the style of, it's so refreshing to have this. And Dream is so powerful, but he is very, very subtle about his powers most of the time, when he doesn't like create a universe against Satan or Lucifer. And I love that. I love that. I love this character of Dream. He's one of my favorite characters ever, I think, now. And John as well. I think John is also one of, like this, what they had, this like battle of ideas and stuff, and letting it play out, that it was one of my favorite things I've ever seen. And yeah. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and please take care of yourself, and I will see you soon. Bye.